I'm a little nervous about what we're seeing out of Cooper Kupp right now.
Cooper Kupp, my God. 5 targets, three grabs for 18 yards. He's been under 50 yards in 5 straight games, 53% catch rate. It's by far the lowest of his career.
Look at the release.
There's your separation.
Great route.
Stutter and go. Gets by clean.
That is unbelievable.
Maybe the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Let's talk about the Rams here. And it feels like they're on the opposite end of the spectrum. It almost feels as if, man, like, are we at the end of the rainbow here with the Los Angeles Rams? Cooper Kupp, my God. 5 targets, three grabs for 18 yards. He's been under 50 yards in 5 straight games. Matt, he has been under 30 yards in 4 of his last 5. What do we make of Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, it's funny. We're talking about, is this the end of the rainbow for the Rams when they just blew out the Arizona Cardinals? I mean,
right. That's exactly right.
The Arizona Cardinals. That being said, I think if you told people, oh, the Rams are going to outscore the Arizona Cardinals, 37-14, well, Cooper Kupp must have gone off. I mean, Puka Nacua must have gone crazy. And instead, nope, it was Kyron Williams finding the end zone twice. It was Tyler Higbee finding the end zone. I mean, Tyler Higbee, he's due for one blow-up game every year.
This is it.
This was it. Congratulations.
When we think about Sean McVay, obviously the run game has been pristine. It's been awesome. And really, it has been the bedrock of his offense. But what has taken the Sean McVay offense usually to the next level is the fact when you throw on a great passing game into that bedrock, oh my God, now we're really cooking with gas here. And this passing game has not been good, Matt Harmon.
No. And, I actually charted this Cooper Kupp game this morning. For one, Puka gets 8 targets. He goes 4 for 27. Matthew Stafford missed him on what would have been probably a walk-in touchdown for Puka. So Puka's going to be fine. I think he's not going to – if you thought he was going to erupt every single week like he did to start the season, okay, well, you're crazy. Like, he's not. Yeah. He's a good player. I think he's a verifiably good player, but – is he going to go crazy rest of his career? Probably not, but I think he's still fine. Right. Kupp, though, I'm a little nervous about what we're seeing out of Cooper Kupp right now. And, obviously this is a guy that has had a ton of injuries over the course of his career, and he's had a ton of injuries over the last 4 months. I think what we're seeing right now with Cooper Kupp is that he's just probably not 100%, but yeah, I mean, the guy I charted in that Arizona game, just not the same player. I mean, it's a sub 50% success rate versus man coverage. It's a 78.6% success rate versus zone, which is, fine, but it's certainly not like we're talking about Cooper Kupp, one of the most prolific zone beaters. Our subscribers know this. Reception Perception subscribers, readers, followers know that Kupp is one of the best zone beating receivers in the NFL since he's come into the league. I mean, he is the number 2 success rate versus zone coverage of all time. He's never been like an elite A-tier man beater, but he's, the last couple of years, he's improved. Yeah. But I definitely think he looks a step slower right now. And, they're still leaking him out into the flat. They're still getting him on some of these slant routes and stuff like that. But, the downfield stuff, there wasn't a lot of separation there. Man coverage is not a lot of separation. I just really wonder how much he trusts his body right now. He was in the couple times in this Rams game, he's doing a lot of like Quentin Johnson. If you watch Quentin Johnson, sorry to bring him up again and bash on him again, but if you watch him like when he's running downfield routes, he's like literally, he just ducks his head all the time. He's like ducking his head when he's running. I'm like, why are you doing that? Are you doing that because you don't know what you're doing and you're counting? Are you literally counting the steps on your route? Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-step drop. I'm breaking on the deep route here. Are you literally counting your steps, which would be problematic, or are you trying to like build up speed, ducking your head going downfield? Both of those would be bad for Quentin Johnson, but Cooper Kupp is doing some of that stuff against the Rams. And this is not a guy that needs to be counting his steps on his routes. Like, there's no way that's it. So is he trying to like build up speed as he's running? Because I just don't think he's there from a physical standpoint right now. Yeah. And that's just where we're at with Cooper Kupp. And look, he's a great player. He's one of the best technicians in the NFL. Like I said, he's an elite zone beater. I think I trust his ability to kind of get back and get right, but not great right now.
Yeah, he's 30 years old, obviously coming off of a major ankle surgery last year and then re-injured that ankle this year, right? So it does beg the question of just like, okay, where are we at in terms of the upward mobility here of Cooper Kupp? Yeah, the 53% catch rate he has this year, which I just had to double check that number. 53% catch rate. It's by far the lowest of his career. He's been at or above 70% for 5 straight years, a 71.6% catch rate on his career, 53% catch rate this year. That's crazy.